Well, this morning, Prince folks, today's October 6, 2022. So let's dive right on in. We have peace like a river today. We have a scripture from Isaiah 48 and 18. 48, 18. It's kind of hard to see this. If only you had paid attention to my commands, your peace would have been like a river, your righteousness like the waves of the sea. And then we have a quote from Francis Rudley Havergal. Stayed upon Jehovah, hearts are fully blessed, finding as he promised perfect peace and rest. Hey, I like that. Stayed upon Jehovah, hearts are fully blessed, finding as he promised perfect peace and rest. Man, that's cool. That's what I'm talking about. That's some flow. Inward, the origin. If only. Those two words are small in their grammatical placement, but enormous in their tragic implications. They mean that things could have been different, much different. They mean that if the response of God's people had been other than it was, much heartache could have been avoided. Blessing would have flowed, but it didn't. If only. Like Isaiah, we've spoken them too. Yeah, me in jail when I used to be a jail guy. Everyone has regrets. That's part of living in a fallen world. We know if we had been more diligent and faithful, our lives today could be dramatically different that they turned out. Sometimes I think about, what if I wouldn't have toured in High Ridge, Missouri in 1991, I would have stayed. But that's fantasy land. We know if we had been more diligent and faithful, our lives today could be radically different than they turned out. Even if we're happy right now, we wonder what could have been and what would have been. Why? Because sooner or later we come to a melancholy realization. Life can always be better. We seek the God of comfort to tell us why bad things have happened, why we're in debt, why we lost that job, why our family isn't a happy one, why our dreams aren't fulfilled. But deep down we know it isn't because God let us down. It's because we let him down. We didn't live up to his instructions. That dreaded rebellious streak that we all seem to have has led us in futile directions contrary to the explicit teaching of our Maker. We don't know what we were thinking while we were away from him, but we want to come back. His plan is better. We know that now. We want to be restored in a place of peace like a river and righteousness like the sea. That's the beauty of the gospel of grace. Indeed, that's the beauty of the gospel of grace. It never puts us in an unredeemable position. Whenever we say, if only, God says, now you can. How about that? Now you can, under the Son of Man. Jesus talking directly to you. Remember, I am an overcomer of this world, and therefore you are more than a conqueror, for you are an overcomer as well. Maybe there are lost years, but they are past. God can redeem them for a bountiful future. The important thing is that we've learned from his voice is not demanding for his own ego, but insisted for our own good. We could follow him and trust that his way leads to peace and righteousness. We must follow him with that trust. If we can, we'll be blessed. If only. When I saw this, it reminded me of being locked up. Well, if only I wouldn't have done that. If only I would have done this instead of that. That's regrets. Man, I do not have no regrets on marrying Moheha Wendana, my Annie. Whoa, it's upside down. I have zero regrets of marrying her. When we went through our 17 years together, we got thrown in jail together. And, twice. But we had no regrets on coming back together. Why? Because little did I know that Annie would cross the stars December 23rd last year, but she laughed without fear of the future, y'all. She came back into the Lord. If only I give my heart back to you, Mahale. She was Cheyenne, that's how they say God. She was also Kawa. If only I give my heart back to you, Daki. Everything will be well. I will be healed. I heard her say, I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight. And if I don't get in my body, I'm going to get it in my soul. She didn't say it exactly like that, but if you see her testimony, that's exactly what she did before she crossed the stars to the kingdom of heaven. If only you give your heart to the Lord, you will be reconciled to all them that believed and try to get you to believe as well, not forcing it down your throat, but giving it to you in a way of love. And that is what I'm working on. Since she crossed the stars, I have peace that surpasses all understanding on a new level over every devil that comes my way. When adversity comes, I am perplexed, but I am not destroyed. And I just give it to the Lord. And that's why I don't got regrets. I just let him wash it all away. Be blessed today in your iron journey.